Looking now to the Middle East, Israel admits its soldiers made a, quote, mistake in killing 15 paramedics in Gaza 2 weeks ago. A convoy of Palestinian Red Crescent Society ambulances came under fire while responding to a call. Israel's military originally defended the attack, saying the vehicles were approaching suspiciously without headlights. But new cell phone video released by the Palestinian Red Crescent Society appears to contradict that claim. The CBC's Anna Cunningham is in London following this story. So what does that video show?
Well, this video is reportedly filmed near Rafah in southern Gaza. It's been released by the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. Now, CBC News has not been able to independently verify the video, but it does appear to contradict those original Israeli military claims. We can show you some of that video now, and you will see that convoy driving in the dark, apparently slowing down. Those headlights are on, and also you can clearly see the flashing emergency lights. And when the workers step out of the vehicles, some of them we see are wearing high visibility clothing. And then without warning, the shooting begins. And this goes on for about 5 minutes until the video ends. You hear, amid the gunfire, the paramedic who was filming, he's been named as Refat Radwan. You hear him praying just before the voices of Israeli soldiers are heard approaching those vehicles. Now, the Israel Defense Forces say earlier its soldiers did fire on a car it says contained 3 Hamas members. And when this convoy stopped near that car, Israel says its soldiers assumed they were under threat. 15 bodies were buried by the soldiers. Israel says that was done to protect them from wild animals. Jonathan Whittle is head of the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs in the Palestinian territories. He's been at that site where the bodies were recovered. Take a listen.
Vehicles, their ambulances, UN vehicles, civil defense vehicles are crushed and dumped, covered in sand next to us. It's an absolute horror. What has happened here? This should never happen. Healthcare workers should never be a target.
Now, Israel does admit mistakes were made by its soldiers, but it maintains that 6 of those workers were linked to Hamas. It hasn't provided evidence. It accepts that they were all unarmed when its soldiers opened fire, but the Israel Defense Force deny executing the group at close range. And the UN and the Red Cross are now demanding an independent inquiry into what happened.
So, Anna, we know that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he's heading to Washington to have talks with U.S. President Donald Trump, covering a range of issues, and that includes Gaza. So what can we expect there?
Yeah, that's right. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he will be the first foreign leader to meet with President Donald Trump in Washington since the global US tariffs came into force. Israel not exempt, hit by 17% tariffs. But remember, Netanyahu still has this arrest warrant out for him from the International Criminal Court alleging responsibility for war crimes in Gaza. I think President Trump will likely want to talk about Gaza. He's still keen to broker a new truce between Israel and Hamas. But I think we can expect predominantly to see the White House presenting this visit very much as a show of strong ties between Israel and the US.
The CBC's Anna Cunningham in London.